Hello, welcome to Astrological Guidance with Natalie Delahaye for the new moon in Virgo happening this Friday, the 30th of August 2019. And what a special, stunning new moon it's going to be in the sign of Virgo. Not only is it the second new moon of the month, which is rare in itself, but to have 5 planets and an asteroid all aligned in Virgo with so much emphasis on the earth signs in the skies at the moment is really quite unique and quite special, and there's a very special message that I'm coming to further on in this video. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about the kind of astrology I do. So it's a bit like being a weather forecaster. I look to see what's happening in the skies and I do a forecast for you. So in terms of what you decide to do with the astrological weather, whether it's sunny or rainy, what you choose to do, what you choose to wear, that is up to you. Astrology is less predictive and more a reflection and a mirror of what's happening in your life. It's a guidance, and it's a tool, and it's a map for navigation. But it is not, the astrology I do is not about prediction as such. So at this time of year, the sun is in Virgo, and what that means is there's many Virgoans having their birthdays right now, and there's their solar returns, so many happy returns. And in the Northern Hemisphere, it's that time of year where it's not exactly the beginning of autumn, but things are turning. You know, blackberries are out where I live in the UK, and there's a kind of cooler feel, cooler sort of back to school, dog days over type of energy. And if we look back into the ancient mythology, Virgo is a goddess of the agriculture. She brings in the harvest, and at this time of year, you know, the harvest is extracted, and the crops are extracted and cut. And in the same way, we can cut the wheat from the chaff in our own life. You know, we can be a little bit more discerning. This is the time for breaking those old patterns and revising, looking towards the future, looking towards the winter months and beyond, and look at what's going to be useful, what's not useful, what is useful. Virgo is all about routines. Virgo is a brilliant journaler and very, very good list keeper. So this is a very good time, what with the new moon coming up, to do some journaling and to do a vision board. And you know, if you imagine like a blank canvas, this is what the new moon energy is. There's no actual moon in the sky right now. It takes a few days from the actual astrological new moon until you start to see that slither in the sky. So it's that time for seeding of intentions, in the same way in agricultural days, and for modern day people who still tend to do lunar calendar gardening, and they plant seeds at the new moon. At the same time, we can do the same in our life. We can set intentions that we want to refresh, renew, and manifest over the coming few weeks, month, and beyond. So what makes this new moon so special in Virgo? Well, looking at it, it's like looking at an angel's wing. And remember, the symbol for Virgo is an angel. It's an earth angel who has wings but walks on the earth. You know, it's all about serving. It's all about what you're here to do. Virgos are the sign of efficiency. If you practice something enough times, you can become an expert on it. But we obviously all have our unique way of doing this, and one of the great talents of Virgo, not only is it on a language level to be able to connect, adapt, tune in on different frequencies in different languages, which is a skill that comes from Mercury, the winged messenger, which is Virgo's ruling planet. So not only is a Virgo an expert at doing that, but Virgo is able to see things in a dissected way, can see all the parts of the jigsaw puzzle and piece them together. And this is that time for all of us to be sure and confident about what it is we really need to do, want to do, what our path is, and to have confidence about building it, have confidence about our uniqueness. The planet Uranus is the planet in astrology which brings sudden breakthroughs. It brings wonderful surprises and the ability to really make those changes. So if you've and Uranus is blowing some very wonderful harmonious rays into the new moon energy at the moment. So if you need to make that shift, if you need to break a pattern, if you want a new start, this energy is going to really help you to move forward. And let's not forget that the sun and moon are conjunct. Conjunct in astrology means close to. Conjunct Mercury, Venus and Mars. And this is all about moving forward. Mars is about having that motivation and drive and energy to go for it. Venus and Mars are actually the relationship planets. So there could be a new beginning relationship-wise. And we're not just talking about romantic relationships, though I'm sure there'll be many of those starting at this time, as well as ending, as well as reviving. It's relationships of all kinds, with every type of different relationship, even the relationship we have to ourselves, what we really value. And you know, it's okay to be choosy. It's okay to tick boxes. This is a kind of Virgoan trait. It's about practical wisdom. It's about being real. And this new moon, as well as being wonderfully harmonious, like this angelic wing that is the symbol for Virgo as I see it, you know, it's also about the freedom that comes from facing the truth about yourself, about other people, about actually choosing reality over the illusions, and how wonderful it can be to be true ultimately to yourself. Uranus is the truth seeker, and we have an ongoing powerful signature aspect happening right now, which is Saturn, the planet of karma, conjunct Pluto, planet of transformation. And this has been going on for a long time, and right sandwich in the middle is the node, which is our purpose. So it's actually about finding the truth. It's finding the reality which can set you free. And a lot of that really is to do with facing your karma in the way that Virgos can just get on with it. They can just do it. They are happy to serve. And you know, when you bring the Pisces is the opposite sign to Virgo. When you bring that Piscean inspiration and you mix that with a Virgoan practicality and attention to detail, you have someone who is very efficient on all levels. Remember, Virgo is a holistic sign. It's about walking your path, your true spiritual warrior path, as well as attending to your physical disciplines. It's about having healthier routines that are going to help you mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So we can at this time look at the blank canvas and we can splash some paint. We can design the blank canvas as we wish. Remember, new moons do not just happen on the day. They are a cyclical event that it can take a few weeks, it can take a month, it can take longer for things to manifest, but it's all part of this cycle. So we can choose what we wish to manifest at this time, but do take into account the themes of Virgo and the energies that are taking place at the moment. And I wish you all the best, and do come back to see me next month when I'm going to be talking all about the new moon in Libra and what that means for you. My website is nataliedelahaye.com.